Loaded bases, Jeremy Wolf. How's it going?
Hey man, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Hey, not a problem. I'm excited.
Uh,
So,
yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We can
oh,
all, you can always cut this out. It's all about
exactly.
the edit.
That's the nice part. I'm learning all about that.
All right, go ahead.
Uh, how's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm in Arizona. It's hot as balls right now. It hit 115 today. It feels like
Dang.
113 though. So we at least we got that going for us. And COVID is wreaking havoc on the entire state. So it is what it is.
So yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I live in Yakima, Washington, and we're like the number 2 or number 3 county in the nation for COVID. We're still in phase 1. We can't
That's what
do
I that's
anything.
what I thought. I thought it was New York City, and then I was like, yeah, Yakima, Washington,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
And then I was like, Phoenix probably is third, and then
Yep.
Florida. Yeah.
Yes. All those places. So, what do you do? What is your job title? I want to hear.
who are you?
Pretty much.
Uh,
Let me know.
I'm Jeremy Wolf, executive director of More Than Baseball. We're a nonprofit built to help minor league baseball players get housing, food, equipment, career services, financial guidance, mental health coaching, nutrition coaching, strength and conditioning coaching, things that are going to help them be better baseball players. I played 2 years of minor league baseball with the New York Mets. In 2016, 2017, was drafted in the 31st round in 2016. Injury ended my career in 2017, got released, went back to Texas. I went to school in San Antonio at Trinity University.
Hmm.
It's like a small Division III liberal arts college, national champions, obviously.
I, I see your shirt.
And went back to Texas, and then started More Than Baseball. I was there just as a way to give back to the game, try to
Hmm.
build a field, try to do events, try to do clinics, try to do camps. And my father's Jewish, my mother's Italian, which explains the hair. And I called the uh, the Federation of Baseball in Israel, and I was like, "Hey, I want to build a field." And they're like, "Do you want to play outfield in the Olympic team?" And I said, "Yeah." And so about 8 months later, well, about a couple months later, I went to Israel to get my passport
Hmm.
and get my citizenship. And then uh, 8 months later or so, almost a year ago, like last week, um, we played in Bulgaria in the Pool B tournament. And then we went to Lithuania, finished that.
Oh
And then
yeah.
we went to Germany to play Pool A, finished top 5 in that, and moved on to the Olympic qualifier in Italy. And we won that.
Yes.
And so we qualified for the Olympics. So I then moved to Israel because why not? And lived there for 6 months, came home to train for an independent baseball season. Hadn't played professional baseball in 2 years and was like, let's play indie ball. Like, let's see
Yeah.
what happens.
Might as well.
And then we are going to train for the Olympics in July, but COVID hit and now I live at home.
Oh wow. Yeah. So you've done quite a bit in a short time.
Yeah. Because of baseball, man. Like,
Yeah.
gives me all, it gives you all the experiences you ever want, So
Oh,
More
for
Than
sure.
Baseball is my day job, and it's me giving back to the game. So hopefully the baseball gods will look kindly on me, and the Mets will win a World Series. That's pretty much.
See, it's it's funny that you talk about the baseball gods because so my interview tomorrow is actually the author of the Baseball Gods Are Real. That, yeah, like
What's his name?
Jonathan Fink.
Oh yeah, I think I've spoken to him before. I can't remember. I don't read books, so maybe I'll
Yeah,
listen to it one
he
day.
worked.
But I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, he worked with um Jonathan Barron.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's funny that you say that.
But yeah, so I see Jonathan Fink on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
He's in baseball Twitter. It's an interesting place. I'm happy that we have a voice in baseball Twitter.
Yeah.
When you talk about minor league baseball, you talk about us.
Yep.
When nothing happens in minor league baseball without us, and so the pay raise here, and then the cutting players here, and the whatever, people reach out to us and know that we're the place
Mhm.
that handles and takes care of all of these things.
So how exactly? I guess. So how exactly did you come up with the idea for More Than Baseball?
So in my first year was 2016. I'm there for a week, and I was like, "Hey, I need a case of bats," and they're like, "Okay, what do you want us to do about it?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you get your own equipment." And I was like, "Okay." It's weird. I was like, "They're moving me to first base. Can you help me get a glove?" And they're like, "No." I was like, "Well, can you help me get food or anything?" And they're like, "No." So More Than Baseball became the storytelling aspect of minor league baseball was there for me.
Hmm.
How can I show just how difficult it is? Not the plight of us, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows we don't make a lot of money, but what are the effects on that?
Yep.
Right? What is my mental health effect? What is my physical health effect? What are the issues that I go through?
Stressful.
What is the stress and the lifestyle that I live because of the environment? Not necessarily the low pay,
Hmm.
right? Because I would do it for free,
Yeah. And it's
and
all
because
love of the
we're
game right
all
there.
we're all honored for the opportunity to play minor league baseball.
Yeah.
And again, like when I have these conversations, it's of no ill will to Major League Baseball and
Hmm.
the Mets, especially. I grew up a diehard Mets fan. It was an honor and a dream come true. That being said, More Than Baseball is a response to the environment of minor league baseball. It's trying to all we do is just find solutions to
Yeah.
problems that we see, and the problem is player development. The problem is when you sleep on an air mattress and when you eat poor food and when you
That
live
all
in an environment
affects
like this,
like the
it
field.
affects your performance.
Yes.
And so teams go, well, we do a good job with nutrition. I go, that's great. Not like, oh, that's great. What about else? No, that's great. Now let's take that idea and
Hmm.
bring it to helping them get housing and helping them with their transportation and helping them with food and helping them with their mental health, because it will help them on the field.
Yep.
And the difference between hitting 240 and 300 is 3 hits. 12 out of 50 is 240, which I know very well. And 15 out of 50 is 300. So if I'm eating poorly, if I don't recover, if I don't sleep well, how am I expected to perform at the highest of my ability every single day for 7 months? Right. And then I'm not paid in the off
Yeah.
season and I'm not paid in spring training. Right. So if there is a group, if there are people, if there are solutions to the problem, more than just pay them more,
Hmm.
yeah, that would, to a certain point, if you get them right now, players make between $3,000 and $10,000 per year. If you pay them $15,000 a year, we're still in the same boat. If you pay them $20,000 a year, we're still in the same boat. Once we get to 28, 29, 30, close to even federal minimum wage, right? Then we're talking about an increase in performance, an increase in development without the need of a group assisting major league players, Major League Baseball, the union,
Hmm.
the orgs, the players, and having to bring that that network and the connection and the whatever solutions to the problem.
Hmm.
So you're looking at me being in this position for a long time until someone goes, you know what, let's bring people in and let's make this a better environment, because we know it'll help our bottom line, and we know we're going to get more big leaguers and better talent because of it.
I would say, well, yeah, because you guys have a pretty solid staff at More Than
Hmm.
Baseball. I'd say because I'm looking over this and it's
It's
you
a
guys
who's
have brought in
who.
a lot of people.
It's a who's who of advisors and people and researchers, and the reason people jumped on board.
Yeah.
We started this in March of 2018. My partner Slade Heathcott, around that time, was like, he was a first round pick. He played for 10 years in the minor leagues, got up with Oakland in 2015 or 16, was kind of bouncing around the minor leagues a little bit, and started speaking out about the things that he saw. This was around the time of the Save America's Pastime Act,
Hmm.
which is a congressional bill that said, go fuck yourself, minor league baseball. It said minor leaguers will not receive overtime or minimum wage. And at that point, I was like, there has to be a better solution than this. There
How
has to be a better
how would
environment.
that even be legal? I mean, because you still pay taxes, but
I
how?
do, yeah.
But I'm saying like in the
It's
minors.
and so because we're getting into the history lesson. So
Yeah.
the Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938 says that minor league baseball players are considered seasonal interns. We're apprentices. We're apprentices to this higher position of being a major league baseball player. So back in the
Okay.
60s when the union was forming,
Hmm.
Kurt Flood didn't want to get traded from the St. Louis Cardinals to the Philadelphia Phillies because the owner of the Philadelphia Phillies was Philadelphia was very racist, and he just didn't want to go there. Right?
Yeah.
He was one of the, he was an African American ball player and said, "I have the right to deem where I want to play," and
Hmm.
so he wanted free agency and he wanted veto power, and the team wouldn't give it to him because he was on a year-to-year contract, and so they were just going to give him what they thought they were going to give him.
Hmm.
And he's like, no, I'm more valuable than this. I don't know if he was an all-star and MVP or he was very good. So he just does his thing and no player supported him. It was pre-union.
Oh, wow.
So things were still up in the air at that time. So I forgot. I should probably know. But early 70s, I think he's out of baseball at that time. And then the union, Marvin Miller and the union formed in the mid 70s. So then the Major League Baseball Players Association formed, and then they were, because of the amount of people, there's power in numbers, and so they were able to leverage their power and the money and whatever in Major League Baseball.
Hmm.
Minor League Baseball never got that opportunity. And so the pay in minor league baseball has actually decreased with inflation from the 1960s until now.
That's not right.
So when we look at the environment, people will say, shut up and dribble, which I understand. And I understand
Hmm.
Major League Baseball's perspective on cutting costs,
Yeah.
right? But you have these guys here for a reason. When you have 6,000 players in minor league baseball, 10% of them are going to make the major leagues. Who are these 10%? Well, they're majority first through 10th rounders. So how can we ensure the best possible talent comes through? And that's when we look at the personal and player development aspect of what we do to make it the best, to make the best player possible because of this. So if he has everything he needs off the field, he'll perform better on the field because of it.
Yeah. See that? Because that right there, I mean, like without you guys helping right now, I mean, who like who would
God knows
know?
what it would be
Yeah,
like right now.
exactly. I
So
mean,
we raised like $250,000 from Adam Wainwright. Daniel Murphy gave $100,000. We did a player grant program. We raised right now we're like close to $700,000 brought in for the player grant program. We were able to distribute that
wow.
to Americans, Latins, Koreans, Japanese, whoever needs it, whoever qualified based on their signing bonus, their years played, their debt, their amount of children, their whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel incredibly honored that we now have 2,000 players in the system. And I feel incredibly fortunate for the opportunity to speak directly to all of these guys and be a place where they can go. Because when I played, there was no place I could go.
Yeah.
I'm not bombarded with questions every day. I'm
Oh
not. But when
yeah.
I am, they're important.
Yeah.
And I'm a place where these guys can go to get a bit of relief.
See that's awesome. So what okay. So when you're younger, did you always, I guess, see yourself as wanting to help people? Or what did you always want to do?
When I was in the third grade, they asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" In your
Yep.
yearbook, and I put professional baseball player, and because that's everything I ever wanted. I
Hmm.
wanted to be a professional baseball player for the New York Mets. And in high school, I was overlooked. I think I had like 420, and the guy in front of me was a second round pick, and I was like, for sure, I'll get college offers and whatever. And got nothing. I got Utah called like a week before the season ended. It was like,
Hmm.
hey, do you want to be a walk on? And I was like, no, I don't. I don't. It's not even about the scholarship. It was, I want to go somewhere that wants me, not somewhere where you're like,
Yeah.
you'll play junior year. A few days later, I got called from a Division III school I'd never heard of before called Trinity University. My best friend on the team got called as well. And then two of our friends from a rival high school got called as well. A week later, we were playing each other in the state championship game. 2 days after that, we were in Texas committing.
Oh
I
wow.
won. Obviously, I won the state championship game, but 2 days later, we were committing to Trinity, and they
Hmm.
look at us and they go, "We're going to win a national championship." And I knew that with opportunity, I would play well.
Yeah.
I had the confidence to know that if I was given the opportunity, I would play well.
Yeah. I mean, like also oh, like cause like it's also like the environment that you're in as well.
Yeah, it was a bunch. Our class was like 30 players, 30 freshmen. We had a really good senior
Wow.
class. We were really good as a school. Like they had a really good record in the conference and going to a regional every single year. And the coaching staff was like, we need to make like a really big push to get as much talent as we can, because this is like, with this core group, we can either win, in 2015 or 2016. And the environment that we built there, credits to Tim Scannell and Zach Fregosi, but like which are our head coach and assistant coach, our culture was the most fun you could ever have on a baseball field. Freshman year was amazing. And I was lucky enough my whole career, I was lucky enough to never be injured. And I played every single game except for like 3 or 4,
Mhm.
because I didn't remember the signs. And Tim was pissed, so he pulled me.
Hey,
Um,
hey, that's a
and
good reason to sit right
Yeah,
there.
and but I the best player I ever played with in high school went to Arizona State,
Mhm.
and he over 4 years he got 140 at bats. In my 4 years of playing college baseball, having the most fun possible. Granted, I'm paying for it because it was like $50K a year because I'm an idiot. Uh, I played 4 years.
Mhm.
I developed as a person. I had incredible opportunities off the field. I went to a place that wanted me to go there. I played summer baseball in the Coastal Plains League in the NACBL. And because of all the experience I had during my seasons, I was able to perform well in the summers. And
Mhm.
because of that, I was able to get drafted. And so you can look at my story and have it be an anecdote for anybody in professional baseball or anybody in
Yeah.
professional sports to literally give it everything they have to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
And I knew from when I was 9 years old until whenever I got drafted, I knew that that
Yeah.
was my goal.
Yeah.
And so helping people was your original question. I knew that with success comes notoriety and comes the ability to, if I'm good at something, people will listen.
Mhm.
And so I knew that was I ever going to be a major leaguer? It wasn't my goal.
Yeah.
My goal was to be a professional baseball player, to be paid to play baseball. And I think we take that for granted for the guys who jump around indie ball and go play in Europe and struggle in the minor leagues. I think that because the payoff is so high in Major League Baseball, we think it's a disappointment if we don't get there.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to have the wherewithal to know as a junior, senior in college that my career could end at any moment.
Yep. I
Just
know
enjoy
exactly
it.
what you mean on that one.
So yeah.
I know exactly what you mean on that one. It's tough like when, or I guess like when you pretty much like have to make the choice. I mean, like that you can't play anymore. But I mean, but then you also got to like say to yourself, like, do you want to continue this passion, and then like keep on going? And that's pretty much.
So like for me, my senior year was fall of senior year. I got hit in the face. I broke my orbital, my jaw, my nose, my cheek, and my eye socket. And if it was like this much more broken, I wouldn't have played. I would have had surgery and my career would have been over. Right. And
Wow.
so it was already taken away from me. And then by the grace of God, I was able to play again. Like I
Mm,
really, like my eyes like still dilated because of it.
wow.
So I knew at that moment I had to be Jeremy the person who happened to play baseball and not Jeremy the baseball player, because there was a point in my life where I didn't think I'd do it again. Then we play our senior year. I was lucky enough to play. We get to a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible experience. We win, and I didn't think I was going to get drafted. I don't remember what I hit, like 400 or something. But in Division III, as a left-handed hitter, outfielder, you don't think.
Yeah.
Uh, so I went about a week not knowing if I'd get drafted or not. So again, not knowing if my career would continue or not. But when it's taken away from you, you know whether or not you want it.
Yep.
So then I played 2 years of minor league baseball. My disc pops out of my back in like, August of my second season. And I'm like, my career's over. Right. But I was so stressed, and I was so anxious, and I was so nervous, and I was so depressed about the pressure that I put on myself to be a professional baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
I spent more time trying to impress other people than I did like enjoying it and just doing it for fun.
Yep.
And that's a lot of the times that's what separates good talent from bad talent. Did I have major league quality? I could always hit.
Mm-hmm.
Did it look pretty? No. But my numbers were always decently good. But I was always worried about, well, this coach is watching and I better do well, instead of just doing it well for me.
Yeah.
So when I got released in like October of 2017, I was relieved. And I knew that like my time in baseball had come and I was done. I wasn't disappointed. I look back on it and know there are things I would change, but I had already gone through this a few times prior.
Yeah.
And so like I was cool with it.
Yeah. I mean, like, cause I'm a very firm believer in everything happens for a reason. And also
I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not and
Hey,
everything happens for a reason.
explain.
I think, and over time I've learned this more, I think we create our own opportunities.
Okay. Yes.
But everything
Okay.
happens for a reason, because there are things in every circumstance
That's what I mean.
we can react and learn from. So the reason is, yes, I can learn from this.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
either a lesson or a blessing.
Yeah. And so like we have been successful. Myself, Simon Rosenblum Larson, who's a pitcher with the Rays, my partner in More Than Baseball. He's going to be in high A this year. He got to the fall league like in a second year. He's a fucking stud. That was like 90
Wow.
feet from the side. He's nasty. And Slade and like the team of advisors and people we've built around More Than Baseball aren't lucky. We put in the time, we put in the work, and we're really diligent and smart about the things that we do.
Yeah.
And, people noticing what we do in an environment like this, to not treat us as a charity, that's incredibly important to us, and a testament to the amount of work that we do, like that they do. I'm a pretty face in all of this, but that like we put hours and hours of work into
I could definitely
doing the things that we need to do. Yeah.
Say you guys have done so much in just 2 years, and I mean, there's lots more to come.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal.
We have the biggest goals possible. Like we have this mindset of, there's an infinite versus finite mindset to every business, to every endeavor, to everything that you do, right? And I learned this from my failures in professional baseball, that I can't continue to compare myself and compete with other people. I have to continue. Obviously, yes, I have to continue to compete with myself. I get that. I get the Gary V bullshit of that.
Yeah.
But we are successful in what we do because the competition that the motivation that we have is not who we're competing against in a space like this. It's not against Major League Baseball. It's with Major League Baseball. It's not against the union. It's with the union. It's not against the players. It's with the players.
It's all for support and help.
It's support and help, but we have the biggest goals possible. We want to build a facility for guys to go in the off season and work and live and learn in. We want to run camps and build the biggest academy in the country. We want to, if someone goes, help us build a field in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Well, let's go build a goddamn field in Ann Arbor, Michigan, because there are people there who want to play baseball. And I think it's our job to give people that as a place of relief and solace, and use baseball to help them.
Say, well, yeah, because your guys' mission is to protect the future of the game.
Yeah.
And that
it's not spot on. that's the finite, the infinite way to look at it.
Yep.
There's so many things that I can do saying I'm going to enhance and protect the game of baseball because
Yep.
it gave me every experience I could ever want. All my
So,
friends, all of these opportunities.
so do you think that with your baseball career and your mindset, do you think that you use that every day still now?
Yeah. Everything baseball taught me, I use. Like, I struck out. Instead of throwing my helmet, how can I, from the moment I strike out to walking back to the dugout, because I don't run, because I'm not in Little League. When I saw people run in college, we would see people run back to the dugout. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, if you struck out, walk back to the dugout. Okay? But there are things that I learned in my career from the failure and from the successes that I put into this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm if not more passionate about what I do now than my career in baseball, like playing. And I find more enjoyment in this now than playing professionally because of the stress and everything I put on it. Hold on.
You're good.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We're good.
Sorry, turn the light on.
Oh, I see that. You're good. Yeah. So it's I mean, like I said, I can firmly agree with you about that. I enjoy, I guess, the game more now than when I played
Yeah.
because of the understanding that I have now about what actually happens in baseball.
I like baseball. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. No, I like baseball more now that I can make a bigger impact in the game than I could as a player.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell the history of minor league baseball without us now.
Yeah. I mean, because you guys are the future of helping the players out.
We're the present, bro.
The present, the future, the
We
forever.
are. We are the way to think about not only how to make minor league baseball a better place, but how to make development in sports a better place.
Okay, so let's say that I'm a minor leaguer and I need help. How do I go about that?
You go to our website.
Okay.
There's a
What's your
section called
website?
Players Only, morethanbaseball.org if we're
Okay.
plugging. So you go to morethanbaseball.org, you go to Players Only. There's a whole page of what the players can do at that. You can sign up to become an ambassador where you'll get $200. Earlier on, it was $200 for equipment.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it through a wholesaler, whatever you want with that. Now, because of COVID, we're going to give guys $200 to be an ambassador, and that means we send you things, you post them. We do a camp, you're at them. We do things, you be part of this organization. We use you as an incubator. We send gifts. We do the things that we need to do to to help people, like send product, and we make sure that we bring partners in that understand the environment in which they're helping support. We had a player grant program for a while. We were able to distribute over close to $700,000. I think that's the number, $650,000 to like $700,000 in grant money to players.
Oh, wow.
Like 1,200 or so players. Based on their priority of needs, they got a certain amount of money. Mm-hmm. We are building a professional development program to be able to help them get internships, help them find a career after baseball, help them get a master's degree, help build them a resume, help do things to help support them. We're building an academy where we're going to be able to hire minor league baseball players in the off season to help coach, run camps, coach teams over the summer if they get released, if they're looking for work, if we'll be able to help them with that. Mental health program, because players are worried about talking to their own mental health professional on their team, because they're just worried about if they say something, what's going to happen with that.
Yeah.
There's a whole culture of fear. So if I am depressed and anxious and I need psychiatric help and I need whatever, God forbid, I have addiction. to pornography, alcohol, drugs? Am I more likely to go to an outside source that provides better quality or even more focused quality? Am I going to go to somebody who works for my team?
Hmm.
Right. So we're building things to help protect players and build things that they will use. And so all of this combined, like international development program as well, we're
Yeah.
going to try to raise enough money over the next few years to help run camps in Africa. We have a little league in Cameroon that we work with, in
Oh
Israel,
wow.
where I have a bunch of connections
So all
in England.
global.
So because of minor league baseball players, they have they are important. They're thought leaders in their environment. They're successful in their job. They're people who want experiences, and through baseball we can help them with these experiences and give other people experiences because of that.
Yeah. What's the average career for a player in the minors?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. So let's say you drafted at 21,
Yep.
4.5 years, 25, 26.
Yeah.
And
Without a college degree
yep,
and with very little money, because a majority of guys sign for less than $100,000
just because they want to play.
because that's the market.
Yep.
And they're making between $3,000 and $10,000 per year. And in the off season, they drive Uber so they can afford a gym membership. And
So
there's
they can stay in
no
shape because they're professional elite athletes.
so right now, before us, minor league baseball was seen as a detriment to your future career. Already, the people who you graduated with or were to have graduated with. Now, granted, we can talk about high school signing bonuses and whatever
Yeah.
later on. But guys who are college, either senior science, who make significantly less money than junior draft picks. But junior draft picks, a majority of the time, they do not spend that money to go back to school. There's like some school money sort of thing. The team provides it sometimes and they don't. It depends on your signing bonus. And
Yeah.
but say you play 4.5 years, you're now 26 with a missing 4 years on your resume. And so if you're trying to get a job, are you going to go into a mid-level job? Or are you going to go into an entry-level job because you have no experience, because for the last 4 years you gave 12 months of your life to playing professional baseball and your employer doesn't care,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Because now you live at home, you have very little money, and now what are you going to do with your life? Because your identity, everything that represented you, is now gone. Either you were ready or not, and the majority of the time guys aren't.
Mhm.
So all of these factors are at play when I talk to Houston or Chicago or New York about how they treat their players. Treating their players is more than just getting them a mattress. Company culture is based not only on inside the locker room, but what happens to me outside the locker room.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm so worried about getting released because I have nothing outside of this, is that going to put more pressure on me or less?
Way more pressure. And
Exactly.
and then I mean, because baseball is all like a mental sport.
Well, it's
And
90% mental, and the other half is physical.
yeah, that's it makes perfect that is perfect math right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because if you have all those stresses, then you're not gonna succeed.
It's easy, right? And not once have we talked about paying them more,
Yeah.
right? There's so many things that we can fix just like that. And what we told Chicago, we had a phone call with Chicago the other day just about what we do and who we are and why we're supporting their players and what this all is. And when you go on the website, you know enough and you want to learn more. And so we had a conversation with them, and I go, look, we're going to come at you with everything we have
Mhm.
to ensure that your players have what they need to develop at the best of their ability. And you won't hear us one time talk about raising their wage as one of those options, because we know that would be a waste of time, because we know that you're not going to pay these guys a significant amount, enough amount of money so that you don't need us, right? Because
Mhm.
everyone's like trying to think about how to make this solution better. And so, yeah, Major League Baseball said, we're going to pay them 50% more. Okay, that's great. That's a start, but it's 50% of $5,000,
Yeah.
right? So you still need us because of the things that we do on and off the field, mental and physical, recovery and performance that helps assist them. And so when we look at the environment in this day and age is not conducive to the utmost performance of these players. It will be either with the teams or not, because I'm going to get every single guy.
Yeah.
Every single guy is going to sign up for More Than Baseball and get the things. We know that we can make a lasting impact when the teams go, do it with us. And then, boom, it's all set up already. We can do it today.
So that's see, okay. So I mean, like, 'cause I have questions like that I want to ask you, but
Go ahead.
like I don't want, like, it'll be like off air stuff.
Why off air stuff? That's not fun.
Well, I don't
I didn't
know.
come to talk off air. I mean,
Okay.
I did, but what do you got?
Well, because I wanted to know, like, I guess, like, the in-depth stuff between, like, what teams are really bad at. See, well, because
There-
I'm
there's
assuming you have insight on that one.
yeah, they're all good and they're all bad.
That's fair.
Milwaukee does nutrition very well.
Mhm.
Tampa Bay does nutrition very well. Kansas City does mental skills very well.
I've talked to a few of their minor league guys, and they're all pretty happy.
Yeah. New York does player development well.
Mhm.
A lot of homegrown guys make it to the big leagues. They sign really well.
Yes.
The Mets get signed really well, and they develop consistent big leaguers homegrown. Conforto, who was
Yeah.
always
Yep.
good. He was a first round,
Oh,
hitter. Dominic Smith was a
I've actually played against Michael Conforto, by the way.
So Shea Donlin probably, right? Do you know that name from Washington State?
I do.
And
Yeah. So I graduated high school in 2013. So and Conforto, he was a few years ahead.
yeah, Conforto. He's from. So he went to Oregon State, but he's from.
He's from
Where
the
in
west
Washington?
side. I think he's from Olympia.
Yeah, something like that. Because I have a friend Colin Sirkowski who's from like the Triangle, I guess.
I know
There's
that name
there's the
too.
Tri-Cities or something up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm from Yakima, which is like,
Obviously Yakima.
yeah, it's an hour north of Tri-Cities.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Colin's from down there.
That's
Who
how
I
I
played in
know that
college with him.
name. Oh,
You know
you
Colin
did?
Sirkowski? Of course you know Colin, because everybody knows Colin.
I've actually played. Yeah, I've played against him in summer ball, like for American Legion.
Yeah.
Does he have Tourette's?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. We would always hear him like off the mound, and then we're just like,
because he's the most annoying guy. I hope he hears this. He just won't shut up. But he's the nicest. He's the most genuinely nicest, funniest dude you'll ever be on a baseball field with.
yes.
Yeah.
Played for Hanford.
Yes, he did.
Hanford.
Yeah. He, like, God bless him. Testament to him. He's just a good dude, hard worker.
Mhm.
Works for the Spurs now. Is gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like one of the core reasons we won a national championship.
Oh, he's a stud.
Stud, dude, was very good for us. Very, very good. Loved playing with him. Was a man.
Wow.
Baseball's a small world. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Baseball's a small world.
Every single person I've talked to, for all of these like interviews, and I've done probably about 18 plus now, it's someone knows someone who knows someone.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, holy crap, like I know them.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Let's talk about it the other day. Like you played college ball.
Yeah.
Right? So you know somebody who played summer ball with me.
Yeah.
And I know his cousin because his cousin played indie ball. And,
yeah. I played in the NWAC, which is, I guess it's like junior college, Washington State, Idaho, Oregon,
mm-hmm.
And Woodbat. And it was, I had offers to go to a few academic offers to go to a few D3s and also down in San Diego Mesa College. Like I was going to go down there, and then also Aurora University, it's the D3 up in Illinois. But I decided to stay close.
D3's good baseball, man.
Yeah,
People
I
don't give it
am.
enough credit.
Yeah, I'm very. I mean,
I can't tell you like notable talent that's come out of Division Three. Like Jordan Zimmerman, D3
yeah,
guy. Bruce Maxwell. But he didn't go D1 because he had a blood clot in his leg and no D1 wanted him.
yeah.
But he was going to go to like Alabama or something. But then he went to Birmingham Southern instead.
Oh wow.
And he got up with Oakland. He was the player that kneeled and played with
Oh
Oakland. That's Bruce
yes.
Maxwell. He's Division Three guy.
Yeah.
D3 lives matter, bro.
D3 lives matter.
Then there's Chris Denorfia.
Yep. I
That's
do.
it.
Wow. I didn't know that he was a D3. I actually have a signed Chris Denorfio ball actually.
We all do.
That's crazy. That's insane.
The more
Wow.
you know, dude. This is
Yeah.
why you had me on. I
See,
educate.
yeah, because you are more than baseball.
That's the point. Good thing I didn't play golf.
Hey,
More than golf.
there is nothing more than golf.
There's nothing more than golf. That's for sure.
Man. So how'd you end up in Arizona?
My parents lived here.
Oh, really?
I was born in Connecticut. Well, it's a good question, actually. I was born in Connecticut. My dad worked at ESPN, but they both went to Arizona State out here. My dad's from New York City. My mom's from here.
Mm-hmm.
And, my dad was like, I don't want to work at ESPN anymore. I'm going to go back home to Phoenix. And he's an executive producer at the local TV station here for the last, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I grew up here. It was the best place ever to grow up. It's a baseball town.
Yeah.
Spring training's here. All the
Yep.
complexes, you'll play summer ball on those complexes.
Yep. I've played down there before.
I've
played
baseball here is like
Peoria.
Yeah, where the Padres are,
And the Mariners.
and the Mariners, right? And you know what? Like, here's a real shithole, but going to play in that stadium for summer ball was awesome. Like, you wanted to drive 30 minutes.
Yes.
To go to I gotta go. I'm going to Peoria today. I'm gonna go sit in the big league dugout. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Like, that's awesome. Like Giants, we play at Scottsdale Stadium a lot. We play at Papago Park, Phoenix Muni, where the crowds are puny, and it was a great place to grow up. Baseball here is like football in Texas, man. It's real awesome.
Yeah. So in 2018, like the beginning of 2018, I moved down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So I packed my stuff up here and drove down to Florida, and that was a total eye-opening, like, I guess, like, for baseball and sports. I mean, like, because I've never been to a spring training game, and I would call in to work, and I would go to spring training games.
It is awesome. We would ditch school, but we could drive. We would ditch school, go see the A's, and then we're like, screw it, let's go see the Angels. Or let's go see the D-backs today.
That's
It was really cool. It's really cool to be here in spring. The weather's perfect. Like, there's no better place.
Oh yeah.
Better place.
No. Well, I mean, like, because we can't play baseball all year round up here.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, it snows in the winter. It's about 95-100 degrees in the summer. I mean, it
was 115 today.
Oh, so. we got all 4 seasons up here, like, on the east side of the state. Like, west side, it just rains.
I've been in snow once.
One time.
Yep, one time. Just once.
You're cold. You're not missing anything.
No, I'm not.
Snow is not that fun.
In Arizona, what's cool is right now it's like 100 and it's like 100. It's whatever. It's like 8 o'clock. It's like 110. I know, it's fucking
I'm
crazy.
out.
It is the hottest part of the summer, right? At night, like midnight, it like cools down to like 94, 95. It's great. You drive 2 hours north
Flagstaff.
It's like 85 and sunny every day.
Yep.
It's like Denver.
Yep.
Arizona's the best state, man. See, great state, 48.
I love Sedona.
Sedona's great too.
We went up there and then it just poured rain for like half the day. So it was pretty cool. I mean, like, all the rain, like the Red Rock, but it was, I didn't think I was going to be in Arizona when it was pouring rain. But
yeah,
that's
what's funny, the Super Bowl was here like 3 or 4 years ago. And the FBR Open, well, the Waste Management Open,
Yep.
the 16th hole, the famous
Oh
16th
yeah.
hole par three.
Everyone's yelling.
It's which is fucking awesome to be there. It rained on the Super Bowl Sunday in Arizona.
Wow.
It was like on the day you'd think in February you'd think it wouldn't rain at all, and then it's
It just pours.
it was pouring. Yeah, it's crazy. It was funny.
That's how it works though. I mean, like if you go somewhere and it never rains or it's never warm, it's gonna be warmer
When you
that
go
day.
visit.
Oh yeah. That's always like how it is.
I had lived in San Antonio for 6 years. I went to school, and then I came back after baseball. And I'd been to Houston, maybe in passing, but I never like went to
Mhm.
Houston. I was like, I heard it's so miserable. Like it's middle of the summer. I heard it's so humid. You just can't be outside. Like
Go
this
to
is
South
hot.
Florida.
Right. Well, I did spring
Oh
training in Florida. It was
yeah.
I would squeeze sweat off my bats.
Yes.
It was so miserable. But in Houston, I think it was like maybe September, and it was so wet and miserable. I could see my breath at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, Florida's awful.
Yeah. I had
I did.
my
Yeah, it's terrible.
and say like because I had my apartment in Florida set at 60 degrees like for the AC
Yeah.
just so I can feel cold. And then like in the morning time, like in the summer, like as I would open my door, like the wave of just like humidity, like
Terrible.
you just feel it just hit you in the face. And you can take
I
your hand and like wave it in the air and like you're cutting water.
so I did extended spring training. So I was in spring training in March of 2017. Tim Tebow was there.
Yeah.
He was actually my locker mate.
No way.
And motherfucker took my spot. A motherfucker took my spot. Yeah. Maybe there were like 3 or 4 outfielders that stayed and extended, but he went out to Columbia, and like the other outfielders that were down here were like, yeah, of course. Of course
Okay.
it would happen.
Um,
He took
why?
a spot.
Okay.
Tim Tebow took a spot.
Why? Okay. Do you think that Tim Tebow deserved that spot? I can edit anything out, man. Because
So
I actually had a full on argument with a Mets fan
Mhm.
that said that Tim Tebow deserved it, and I said no, he's not, because there's other minor leaguers who are actually been working for this their whole life.
doesn't mean he didn't deserve it.
Yeah, but
We talked like I asked him. I called him Tom for a little bit just to piss him off, but we're sitting on the bus next to each other. And by the way, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's exactly how you think he'd be.
He's Tim Tebow.
He's Tim Tebow, man. He was on my spring training team. Like, he was great. And so we're sitting on the bus. I go, why are you here? He's like, because it's something I always wanted to do, and I had the opportunity to do it. And he goes, what would you do? Not take an opportunity? And I was like, no, you're right. He goes, for me, he goes, the things I do are all about experiences. And he goes, this was an experience I always wanted to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity. And the Mets gave me an opportunity to be a professional baseball player. And you can talk about if he deserved it. You can talk about he knew what he was getting himself into.
Yeah.
He's Tim Tebow, Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh,
he's
media.
Tim Tebow. Okay. The media that was going to come with it. And he could have continued his job at ESPN, or he said, I'm going to do something that I'm really bad at, and I'm going to see what that journey is going to do for me. And to testament to him, that dude worked his ass off. Yeah. His hands would be so cut up and bloody.
Oh, I bet.
But I have one of his bats. He swung a fucking log, dude. It's like a 36, 35. It's one of the biggest bats I've ever held in my life. And he would just swing around like a toothpick. We had to teach him how to throw and slide. Because he's huge. We're sitting on the bus next to each other. I'm squished against the window, and he's like this gigantic fella. He's a really nice, like, really cool. I told him this. We're sitting next to each other. We sat next to each other a couple times. And I'm like, if you would have told me at 12 years old, wearing a Tim Tebow jersey and a Mets hat, I'd be sitting next to Tim Tebow being a professional baseball player for the New York Mets. I go, you fucking crazy. And he goes, if you were to tell me 10 years ago wearing a Tim Tebow jersey at the University of Florida that I'd be wearing a New York Mets uniform, you call me fucking crazy. And so testament to him to just saying, shut the fuck up. I'm going to go play baseball. And
Yeah.
for a point in time, had an opportunity to make the big leagues, but he got hurt.
Yeah.
And a little birdie told me that he was going to get pulled up. And I don't doubt that at all. You know,
See, I
the way it
believe the
works.
same thing. He's done actually pretty well. I mean, he's
Pretty-ish well. Yeah,
but
he had one good year. Pull it. You got your computer in front of you? Will you pull up the numbers?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm saying as he did better than a lot of people thought.
Correct. And he did better than a lot of, I think his second year, he hit like 260 or 70 and was doing well, got hurt. I think his next year he played poorly. And people go, there it is. He's not good. He's hitting 190 in AAA, or whatever it was.
That is just because he's Tim Tebow. If it was anyone else.
If he's anybody else, he was going to get cut. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think did he take away someone's opportunity? Yes. Anytime you come into any situation, you take away an opportunity from someone else.
And
yeah. Michael Jordan took away someone's opportunity. There's Michael Jordan took away an outfielder's opportunity that year. Who knows who that guy is? Could have been.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so Arizona Fall League came in about a 194.
First time playing, went into the top talent in minor league baseball. Not giving an excuse, but I'm just saying that's what the Fall League is for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's some absolute studs in the Fall League.
Studs.
I watched a few guys. I mean, like, we went down to a game down there, and it was just like, that's the top prospect. That's the top prospect. It's
every top prospect goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't say no.
St. Lucie.
They get paid like $300 a week, so that's a whole other story. But
$300 a week?
Yeah. So a lot of those guys got like,
but they have
top 10 picks.
Yeah, so they have pretty big signing bonuses. But still $300 a week, you're a top athlete.
400, yeah.
I'll pass. St. Lucie, 231, on base 307, slugging percentage 356, OPS 664.
Columbia.
Okay, Columbia, 220, 311 on base. OPS about the same, slugging percentage same. Double A, 273.
That's the year.
6 home runs, 14 doubles.
And how many games?
We were at 84.
Because then he got hurt.
Yep. And then the next year, AAA, 163.
Yep.
And played 77 games, but it was just a damn. Yeah. See, that makes sense.
That's what happens. He's just like, who knows what it was that in AAA that happened. 163. The talent's really good in AAA. Maybe he needed another year in AA. Who knows what the Mets were intending with him.
I don't know if this is valid or it's just an opinion that the toughest level in professional baseball in the minors is AA.
Yeah, I've heard that. My experience is playing with AA and AAA guys, they're relatively the same. AAA guys are more older. Think of it more as like a reserve for the big leagues.
Yeah.
AA is more polished talent or like unpolished talent. Yeah. But AA is, a lot of the best prospects go from AA to the big leagues. They don't need to go to AAA.
Yeah. Damn. See, another small world thing. I had the conversation with actually, well, he was an ex-teammate about the whole Tim Tebow situation with opportunities for the other minor leaguers, and you were that guy that I was actually talking about. That's funny.
I'm the guy that Stephen A. was talking about. I'm the guy that Dan Patrick was talking about. Tim Tebow's coming in and taking the spot. And what's funny about all of it is I'm watching I hear he's going to play. Okay. My buddy texts the group. I was like, Tim Tebow going to play baseball. Let's see what the Mets do next. Didn't even think about it. He goes, let's see what the Mets do. Florida, blue and orange. Let's see what happens. And then he gets signed by the Mets. He's like, I told you so. Like, he goes, I just have a feeling this is the Mets thing. Like, the Royals aren't going to sign Tim Tebow. It's a very Mets thing.
No.
And look, if they brought in some, double A guy and we're like, hey, come in and be an outfielder, like, that's possible too. It didn't have to be like anybody could have come in and taken a spot.
Yeah.
And Tim Tebow's good enough to compete at that level for 3 to 4 years. He's actually still like on a roster, like he's still going now.
Yeah. See,
yeah.
I mean, I actually sent a email to his sport agent to see if I can get him on this.
Well, I texted him and he didn't respond.
Damn. So that's a no-go. I can't use you.
Nope. I've been trying for 2 years trying to get, but 3 years. I'm trying 3 years to get to him. Can't.
No, that
gave me his number and might have been a dead number. But I have his bat. He gave me a bat.
See, that'd be so cool. I mean, like, so he swings a 36.
I think it might be like a 34, like 34. The thing is a log. A log. Insane. Yeah.
That was wild, man.
But like, think of the experiences, man. I get to play with Tim Tebow.
See, that's
if I walk into a bar, well, I can't say bar because
if I walk into a bar,
if I walk into a church and Tim Tebow's there, he'll say hi. That's cool. I'll say hi. He'll go, oh, I remember you. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, if I look back on my experiences, I can't, because nothing is handed to me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be like, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. He took my spot. I joke about it because it's.
I would gladly let Tim Tebow take my spot. That is the best. That is the best. It's not kind of
pickup line. That's what you're talking about. It's the best pickup line.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
Tim Tebow. He took my spot.
I've seen him naked.
He took my job.
Pete Alonso. Seen him naked.
Ah, Jesus.
You can cut that out.
I will. No, it's no, there's so many stories in baseball that, I mean, like I said before, like everyone knows everyone.
Everyone knows everyone, and baseball is this unique. It's so unique because the same things that happen in baseball, like a Tim Tebow coming in, cannot happen in basketball, and certainly does not happen in football. Right. So the notion that anyone has the ability to play baseball and be successful is true. Does it make baseball easier than other sports? Absolutely not. Hitting a baseball is forever the hardest thing to do in the history of sports.
There's one thing that's harder, actually.
What?
It's I think it's winning the Triple Crown, being a horse and winning the Triple Crown.
How is that? How is that harder than hitting 96 but the guy's got a slider and a changeup and a curveball? He's a fucking horse.
Exactly.
I don't buy that. I think it's happened. People hit more baseballs than horses win Triple Crowns. Yes, sure.
Yeah. So,
right.
I mean, so it's actually easier to run a marathon than hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
In terms of the amount of skill that it takes, like athleticism, it's easier to run a marathon than hit a baseball, sure.
I mean, I couldn't run a marathon, but I could hit a baseball.
That's just motivation. But hit a baseball consistently.
Like
hitting 300 and
let's go 3 out of 10. I mean, if it's coming off a pitching machine going straight.
Yeah, okay, but it's not.
I'll get 100 if it's coming straight. I'll just.
It's not coming off a kid who has a hangover who, signed for $20,000 who, should double A with the Braves.
I've actually so down in Peoria, I faced this kid. Is like, I mean, so like before, like the fastest I saw was like 91, 92, and so I came in. Well, I mean, it was like the third inning, and then they brought in a new guy to pitch, and I wasn't really paying attention because I was I I don't know what I was doing. But then I stepped in the box and I looked up and I was like, oh, it's a new pitcher. Like I'm just gonna take the first pitch. Boom. Nice. It's like, oh my gosh. Like that it's like, okay, let's
Yep.
do this again. Cause there's no way that I mean he knows that he can just throw fastballs. So I'm like,
Yes.
okay, so I'm just gonna swing at this pitch. Yeah, no, like the ball like was like right about here, and then I started swinging. I was just like, oh my god. Like,
And then, oh, by the way, he's going to throw a slider next pitch, and you're going to have no chance.
oh no, dude, he threw a fastball right in the middle. I swung and missed.
Yeah.
But
Baseball's hard.
yes.
Baseball's very hard. And then try being successful. You fail 7 times out of 10, and that's Hall of Fame good.
Yes.
Then dealing with the failure that comes with that. It's just playing baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports.
Yeah.
For 10 years, trying to hit, you're a 280 hitter. It's amazing. Amazing.
Well,
Michael Kadire, I'd take that career in a heartbeat.
yes.
Right?
I mean, there's a lot of players that I would take their career in a heartbeat.
Dude made like 80 mil in his career too, so that's not bad.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not bad at all. The money's
No,
good.
see, okay. I guess like for me, looking outside in, I guess I would just be thankful for the opportunity to get paid to play.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people's arguments are, that they're getting paid to play a game.
Sure.
So
They're allowed to have
why
that
should they
argument.
complain?
Well, we don't complain.
It's all yeah.
I'm a tool. I'm like any other business. I'm any other consultant. I'm any other whoever that can work with the team to make their players better. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And the players use me for free. So if you can use something for free that will help you,
Use it.
why would you not use it because you want to do it the old-fashioned way? What are you, stupid? Use the tools at your disposal that are going to make you better.
Yep.
You don't need us right now. You will. And if you don't, mazel tov.
Yeah, there's I mean, because I've had, I guess, like these past like few months, I guess like with the whole like the MLB players, yeah, like they're playing again, but I mean, like 'cause I've had arguments with people about like the minor leaguers, and then they have no idea that they're not playing.
Yeah.
They don't know that they don't get paid. They don't know like any of this stuff, and then they say that, oh well, they're professional athletes, like they get paid to play.
Well, people don't know. It doesn't matter what people think, though.
Yeah, no.
What matters is the people within the system trying to fix the system.
Yep.
Myself and my team, and the people within the players union, the players and also the union, who are doing everything they can to support minor leaguers. Everything they can. People know the problem. It's just working with the system itself to make changes. And I commend those people who say this is something we need to implement, and working their tails off to make that happen. The union has done an amazing job at listening to what we're saying.
Do you guys work directly with them?
We have a relationship with people at the union who we speak with, and they guide us and we guide them.
Yeah.
We ask them questions, they ask us questions. We are assisting future union members, and so it's of their best interest to make sure that those minor leaguers are taken care of.
So,
and a lot of let me tell you this.
Okay, go ahead.
A lot of major league organizations want the best for their players.
Yeah.
It's whoever's signing the check has to know that they're going to receive a dividend, right? They're going to receive an outcome.
Yeah.
A financial outcome. Is my investment in my players going to give me a financial outcome on the back end? And it's my job to convince them that yes, they will. So the mental skills staff, the front office staff, they all want it. They all want change. We know it's bad. We want to fix it. And there are people within baseball. It's not just us. There are people within baseball who really want change.
So there's no minor league union. It's just once you're in the majors.
No. Once you get to the 40-man roster. Right.
Do you think that in some time in the future that there will be a minor league union?
I'm shocked that there hasn't been one already. Right. Given
or if there hasn't been any talk about it.
It's too difficult.
Really?
You can look at
Well,
We talked about this for a long time. Like, obviously, people know that that's one of the many ways to fix
yeah,
minor league baseball.
but there's so many players in the minor league system.
Exactly. And 1,200 are coming in every year because of the draft. Well, they're cutting the draft to 20 rounds this year. So 20 players are coming in, or 1,200 players are coming in. And that means players are leaving.
God,
So
many.
unionizing takes time. And unionizing an Amazon workforce
Well, I mean,
takes
because
time.
and also like for the union, because you got to pay dues and all that stuff.
Well, there's dues. I mean, that would be a component to it.
But I mean, like if you're not making that much money,
Here's the reason why it won't happen. Say, and players have tried. They've had conversations, just like, the college football players at Northwestern.
yeah,
They were trying to form a union because there's power in numbers. There's power in collective action.
yeah,
We as an organization, we can't negate that as
yeah,
a legitimate thing. We have to understand that that's something that could solve it. It's just building that was a waste of time for us, because more than baseball was not built for that. It was built on, what can I do to help support a minor league baseball player today? If I was spending my time and energy and resources on trying to form a union, Adam Wainwright would not have given money. Daniel Murphy would not have given money.
Oh yeah, no.
Major league teams and players would not have listened to us. So we had to think strategically about the best way to be in this environment. You can change it from the outside, and that's building a union and risking players' careers in the process.
Yeah.
And which I couldn't live with, because there's no alternative to playing minor league baseball. This is your one shot.
Yeah.
So am I going to think about it selfishly and say, you need this, because he can be successful in his career without that. I'm trying to make sure that he's getting one more hit a week. And that means if I was trying to build a union, I couldn't help build a field in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a kid equipment in Cameroon. And I couldn't.
The money would be dispersed.
Because it wouldn't be for that purpose.
Yeah.
So you read our mission statement earlier, to protect and enhance the game of baseball. My mission is to make baseball a better place.
Yep.
And I can do that using minor league baseball players to help teach kids. I can use minor league baseball players to build a better environment for themselves. I can teach them. I can educate them. But I can build a better place for baseball in culture, in society. I can make it important because of the work that we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. So that's for shit, bro.
I mean, I guess this is like one of my first interviews for minor league players, I guess, to help them. And it just,
they don't need help.
No,
let me tell you what, they're not victims.
No, they need support.
They need the system to help. Yeah, they need help. The system to help support them. But they need the culture in those locker rooms, in the clubhouses, from the front office down. They need the opportunity to be able to focus solely on the opportunity in front of them.
I guess not help. It's not the right word.
We're not a charity. We're nonprofit. We're a charity, right? But we're not the ASPCA.
Yeah.
Do Not Dogs we're trying to raise $5 a day for.
I cannot watch those commercials.
Yeah, we're not that. And so marketing teams always come to us and let's help make you a commercial. It's like, we have some ideas, and they're all sending me ASPCA. I'm like, that's not us. How can we show that baseball is important? How can we show that baseball is valuable? And if you love baseball, you love more than baseball. And that is what makes us successful.
And I love more than baseball.
I love you, man.
Yeah. And we just met. No, I want to help you guys.
Sure.
I want to do what I can.
We want people to help. By all means. Talk to more about, honestly, here's how you can help. Here's what you can do. It's like with
if the average person wants to help.
If the average person wants to help, go talk to a minor leaguer and see what he needs. You can post about everything you want. there's times, we see that every day. People are posting information. What are you doing actively to make the environment around you better? You can talk to minor leaguers and tell their story and show that they're people and not just numbers or articles.
I guess, and that is actually what I'm doing with my podcast.
So you are serving a purpose in this. You are changing people's perceptions. I don't know how many people listen to your podcast. Frankly, I don't care.
I am over 350 downloads.
Mazel tov.
We're
Mazel
doing
tov.
good.
Yeah. And
2
but
weeks.
It's not about that.
Nope.
It's you're giving minor league baseball players, you're giving me a platform to tell your audience.
I want all of you guys to have a voice.
So you're doing it. It's like with all of this Black Lives Matter stuff right now. Like we can post a black square, right? But what am I doing to help the people around me understand what African Americans in this country go through? What am I doing to help people understand what African Americans in baseball go through? What am I doing to help the environment around me make, they're less than, I think it's like 7% of Major League Baseball is African American.
Mm-hmm.
And there are less and less and less African American ball players playing baseball. Why? Yep. Because it's expensive, opportunity, and their fields are inadequate. And I have an opportunity with More Than Baseball to make baseball important to somebody who loves baseball, right? Baseball does not see skin color, right?
No.
The game itself doesn't care. So give everybody the opportunity to play if they want to play.
It's a pretty fair game once you step on that field. There is all
100%.
Yeah.
A bad hop is not going to care what color skin you are.
No, a bad hop doesn't care who you are. It's coming at you.
It's all about allowing as many people as possible to play the game. It's like, yes, we're trying to be global with baseball. We want as many people to play baseball as possible because baseball is awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we do. And I want minor leaguers who were in my shoes or, to know that they can use baseball as a positive in their life and career.
Oh yeah. Because you can, okay. So let me share this with you. Okay. So my mission statement on my website,
which is what, by the way?
loadedbasespodcast.com.
Okay.
And my mission statement, if this loads, it should load. Actually, I think I have it written down on my whiteboard. I don't have it written down.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
You should know your mission statement by heart.
Okay, well, I do. Okay, I do. It's Loaded Bases will publish and produce content to show that there is more to baseball than just a slow, boring afternoon at the ballpark. The mentality of a baseball player will live deep within them for the rest of their lives. And
that's pretty good.
And let's see how close I am. The Loaded Bases podcast will produce and publish content that informs the audience that there is more to the game of baseball than just a slow-moving, boring afternoon at the ballpark. Loaded Bases will educate that there's a very in-depth background behind the scenes to the players that are on the field. The mentality of a baseball player will always live deep within and stay with them for the rest of their lives. That was pretty. Wow, I was actually pretty close.
I hope so. You wrote it. I would hope.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to think if it needs it. I think it's good. I think that's good. You're right.
It's
Loaded Bases.
It's broad.
Loaded Bases will tell the story of professional baseball players.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much. Yeah,
that's what we do. We have everybody's got a podcast. We have a podcast. It's called The Grind. Everyone should go listen. Where we talk to minor leaguers about their journey in professional baseball and what they learned and
the grind is real
opportunities. And the grind is real. It was going to be called Post Game Spread, but I wanted people to take it more seriously than
that. See, I don't know, like coming up with an idea for something like this, it was, it took me, I guess, a week to come up with a good name. And then it was, I don't know, I didn't sleep the past 2 months because I just wanted to create this thing
Mm-hmm.
and just blow it up and
Sure.
let people know that there's problems that need to be solved.
Using baseball.
Yeah. I mean, because baseball goes hand in hand with business and marketing, and baseball goes with music. Baseball goes with everything.
Do you know Luke Melms, who runs Baseball and Business?
No,
Look him up.
do that.
That podcast is about baseball and business.
Ooh,
Yeah. What about marketing? What is the like? Do you want to talk about our marketing strategy?
uh,
We've been talking for 90 minutes. I got nowhere to go.
oh shit, I didn't even know like what time it was. I'm surprised it's slow recording.
Yeah, you pay
Because
for it, don't you?
no,
I don't know, man. We might have
uh,
to do this all over again.
I don't think. Well, it says recording,
It does.
so
You're gonna edit this out, obviously.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like that we could make pretty much two podcasts in this one.
You can do whatever you want. I
I
don't
mean,
think I've said
because
anything egregious.
nah, just that
I
you've
think I've been
seen
pretty safe.
Pete Alonso naked. That's it.
That is true. And Jeff McNeil.
Hey, that too.
He's a dude. That dude
That's
rakes.
a that dude's a stud too.
He is such a good hitter. Always has been. He
Yeah,
was rehabbing down with us and hit like 3 home runs in a day and has this like have you seen his bats?
yeah,
Cuts the knob off. Oh my god, dude. Fascinating.
yeah.
One of the coolest dudes.
There's a. I was actually so my first job I was a bat boy
For who?
for the Yakima Bears. They were short season single A for the Diamondbacks.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah. So and then they actually got they moved to Hillsboro. So they're the Hillsboro Hops.
There's bro hops. Yep.
Yep.
Big fan.
So yeah, and yeah, so my first job I was the bat boy for them for 3 years, I think from when I was like 13 till I was like 16.
Hmm.
And I would always be on the I guess on the away team's side.
What big leaguers came through?
See, I remember Wade Miley.
Ooh.
Who else? Russell Wilson. He played for the Tri-Cities Dust Devils.
Cool. Cool.
The Russell Wilson for the Seahawks. Colin Cowgill.
Stud.
There was a game where I was like on the other side, and so his first at bat, bomb, home run, and then his next at bat, bomb, home run, and then the coach asked me because he was like, "We can't get him out, so what should we throw him?" And I'm like, let's go an off speed because he's been just nailing home runs off fastballs. Boom, home run off a changeup. So it was a
he's
and then
one of the
he got called up the next day.
nice, dude. He's one of the few righty hitter, lefty throwers.
Yeah.
Him, Cody Ross, Randy Johnson, Ryan Ludwig. I think that's it.
Yeah. Oh, Pedro Strop. He was
He's a pitcher.
Yeah.
That was Randy Johnson.
Well,
Pedro Strop threw right hand. Let me check.
no.
He did throw left hand. Yeah.
No, Pedro Strop's a righty, but I'm saying he came. I watched him in Yakima.
Oh, okay. 3
Yeah, because there's Spokane Indians, which are the short.
I played there.
For...
I played at that field.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did our regional in Spokane.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, it's Yeah, no. There's
the Rangers. That's the Rangers. Like short season A, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure who. The Rangers? No, the Rangers are in
Where's Gonzaga?
No, the Texas Rangers short season is Tri-Cities because that's who Russell Wilson played for.
That's who Russell Wilson played for. Okay. We played whatever. I was in Spokane.
Gonzaga is in Spokane. Yeah.
Spokane. Yeah.
And
Spokane.
yeah, and they're a D1. Well, but they don't have. But yeah,
they have baseball. They don't have football.
Correct.
Boise State.
Boise State does not have baseball.
Wasn't somebody petitioning to put a baseball team there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been talked for a while. Like them and then Eastern Washington University. They they don't have baseball either.
There's good baseball up there, upper
Yeah.
Northwest. I have a friend from Montana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who
Yeah. No.
was good.
There's. I mean, I guess like no one really talks about like baseball in the Northwest.
No,
It's just like a. I
nobody. You know
mean,
what? I'll be honest with you. Nobody talks about the Northwest.
yeah. I mean, unless you're from up here, then it's like, oh, the Northwest, and then they're like, oh, it's so pretty up there. It's
It's
like,
so pretty. It
is
rains.
that
It's
it?
cold.
It's like, but it's funny because it only rains here twice a year. So that's
Like
the
like two times.
like 2 days out of the year on the east side of the state. Yeah.
Why
So
is it so dry?
because we're in the middle of a desert.
That's true. Me too. I am. I am too.
Yeah. See, this is it's all sagebrush out here, and well, sagebrush, and then about 30 minutes west is the Cascade Mountains, and then you go more east and just farm fields and like
I played in
we.
Casper, Wyoming for a summer.
Oh wow.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, I've actually played in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Not gorgeous.
No,
That place
I mean,
sucks.
yeah, I think anywhere in Wyoming. I mean, if it's baseball wise, I mean, I wouldn't pick going to Wyoming to go play baseball, but
I'd pick going to Wyoming to go vacation.
yeah, well, I mean, like, cause I hunt, so I would love to
Oh,
go hunt
nice.
in Wyoming
I want
and
to,
Arizona. I would love to go hunting down there.
I want to shoot an elk, and I want to keep the meat for like you can keep a whole elk will feed you for like a year, right?
Yeah,
Right, something like that.
yeah, dude,
It's great.
you live okay. So in
I've never
northern
held a gun. I've never held a gun though, so I probably can't
in
go hunting.
in northern Arizona, you guys, I have always wanted to go hunt down in northern Arizona, northern New Mexico.
Yeah,
Dude, they
we
have
got it's great.
big bulls down there.
Bulls.
Bulls. That's what a male elk is. A bull.
Oh, really?
So you got a bull and then a cow. Yeah, which is the female elk.
Dude, does elk taste good?
Elk's amazing, man.
Dude, I've had like a
El-
deer stick before. It was freshly made. It was unreal. It was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life.
oh yeah. Do we have all that like up here? It's just like a
It's a
normal.
thing.
Yeah.
We don't eat anything of that down here. Nobody does that.
Yeah. No, we're yeah, dude. You should go
Just go buy some milk. Fuck it.
yeah, I mean if you don't want to put your work in for it, you can do it.
I do. I would. I would go
I
hunting,
think let's see.
shooting.
I actually have a buddy that's in Phoenix that he hunts, and he actually so he's from up here, but he's working down in Phoenix,
Mhm.
and then he has wanted to actually I think he got drawn for a tag for northern Arizona for
You have to
elk.
like register to be.
Uh, yeah, I mean like, cause you got to do like your hunter safety.
Uh-huh.
You gotta well then your license, and then you gotta buy your tags, or I mean, or if you want like special permits, you gotta put money in for those, and then you gotta get drawn for them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole process. But yeah, dude.
This is your audience is gonna love learning about
Yeah. See, no,
elk license in Arizona.
this will be this will be cut out. This is
This will be in
me.
the outtakes on
This is
Patreon.
this is me educating you on hunting.
This is true.
I'm
Uh,
educating the
did we
guy.
fill out all your notes?
Yeah, I think
We cover everything?
yeah, pretty much.
Covered everything and then some.
And then some. This
You're
is
welcome.
like insane,
It's the least I could do.
dude.
You give me the
Really.
platform, I give you content.
Hey, deal. We will. I mean, I I guess yeah, because we're gonna have to talk again so I can get like the marketing side.
Let's do it right now. What do you want to know?
You want to do it?
What do you want? What's marketing you want to know about it? I mean,
I guess.
marketing in college.
Ooh, yeah. See, I am going to college for that.
Good.
Yeah, because I don't have a college degree, so I decided to do it now.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Just you know what? You're saved. I don't know how much debt you got, but you probably got less than me. So.
Actually, so okay, so this is also a reason why I chose to go to a junior college. It's because I could get my baseball paid for,
Yep.
and I grew up with just my mom, so single parent, and
Mhm.
she was unemployed. So we got grants, and then uh, my mom would actually turn off my phone, and if I wanted it back, I had to fill out 3 scholarships a week. So I did that, and then yeah, so I've had zero debt for college,
Yep.
which I didn't know what I wanted to do. So thank God. And then and now my work is paying for my school.
Good for you. You're
So
better. Look, let me tell you something. You're better off than a lot of people. And
yeah,
how old are you?
I'm just turned 26.
I'm 26 too. And you have $120,000 less of student loan debt than I do.
Wow.
So you can think of college as like opening doors and closing doors, but like again, you make your own opportunity.
It's that's what I tell people. I mean, I say that like I mean, college isn't right for everyone, but if you go just for the experience, make sure that you're wanting to pay for that experience.
It's an investment. It's an investment in your future. Like, so I lived in Israel, and in Israel, you graduate high school, you go 3 years in the army, and then you go get a job, or you go to university because they educate you in the army. And so college here is deemed mandatory. And when it's deemed mandatory, everybody's on a level playing field because no one is special. So now everyone's
Yeah.
going to have to go get master's degrees. And then once everybody has a master's degree, everyone's going to have to get another degree and another degree, and it never ends.
Yeah.
But people don't care. Employers don't care. I certainly don't. I'm an employer. I employ a guy, right?
Yeah.
We have an intern. We have an intern. But when I check resume, when I look at, I don't care about resume. I
Yeah.
care about the work you've done, the work you want to do, and your interest in what you do, or your interest in working with me.
Hmm.
I don't care
Oh
about
yeah.
I don't
No,
care about anything else.
I mean, I have, I guess I've, let's see. So like for my dream job back in the day, so I always wanted to work for like the Forest Service
Mm-hmm.
because I could be in the mountains all day and just drive
Sure.
around because that's all they did. And then I guess then I had to make the choice of going to school for baseball or going to, I guess, just not playing. But of course, I'm going to chase my dreams and play baseball. So then, so when baseball ended, it was the end of my sophomore year. Um, I didn't know what to do. Like, I moved back home, and what did I do? I worked at UPS, and I, I mean, I worked 28 hours a week, didn't do anything, and
Yeah.
it was just very. I mean, I had no idea like what I wanted to do. And then I got this.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was 21. I was 21. That's my wife.
When did you get married?
I got married in July of last year, so
Nice.
our 1 year's almost coming up.
Mazel
But
tov.
appreciate it. No, let's see, and then so then the company I work for now is kind of, I guess, the job was like handed over because they needed someone. And then I ran a chainsaw and cut I guess I cut glue lambs and eye joists like for houses.
Ah,
And then I realized that I did not want to work outside my whole life. So, and I didn't have a college degree. So I had to figure out some way to maneuver like myself into a desk job. So then I moved to Florida knowing that I could get experience down there and transfer, I guess, like within the same company. So then I worked directly like with like the sales guys and I learned from them. And then also like the inventory stuff down there, and then because they went to like a handheld gun system like for inventory, and then I up here I already knew all about it, and then down in Florida I knew that they were going to that, so I was their guy for that, and then I knew that I could move up that way, and then I moved back to Yakima a year later, and then because I got wind of there might be a job opening in accounting, and then I moved back knowing that there's the opportunity. And then I put in for it and there was like 80 plus people who applied for it, and for some crazy reason I got it. So yeah,
Good.
and then now I love numbers because I just like relate them to baseball.
Sure.
And I mean, because baseball's all numbers. I mean, because you don't need to see anything, you just need to look at numbers and stats.
Yeah.
And that's how. And then the marketing part, I mean, I used I used to like buy and sell like sports memorabilia, well, baseball memorabilia, and I just liked the whole like the marketing it, and it was fun.
Marketing from doing this and just the daily grind of showing people the value and what I have to bring them.
Yeah,
And like everybody, so like I have to sell it to players, right?
yeah,
How can I show players really quickly that they can get value from it? How can I show a team they can get value from it? How can I show a sponsor that they can get value at it? Nay, how can I show someone really quickly what we do, have them get the full aspect of it, and then them be able to tell people what we do?
yeah,
I can't get in front of everybody, but I can get in front of people who can get in front of another person.
yeah,
And to me, that's the essence of selling an idea very well. And then people talk to me and go, this guy's incredibly passionate about what he does, and they're
yeah.
incredibly successful with what they do. Or you talk to Slade and Simon and they'll tell you the same thing.
I actually sent Slade I think I sent him a DM on Twitter last week. Like, I said, ask him like if he wanted to do a interview, and he said, yeah, for sure.
Do it. Slade's the man. You should have had us on together. It would go on 9. It would go on for 9 hours. It'd be like a Joe Rogan marathon podcast.
Damn,
Yeah, with me and him.
I need I need to get that.
But like, yeah, you're like. See, here's the thing. Like, you're hustling, right?
Oh,
Like,
dude, it's
you
been.
have this podcast. You have this idea. You want to blow it up. You want to make it this big
I
thing.
send 100 messages out a day.
How many
Just
responses you get?
roughly like, I mean, probably like 6 or 7.
Okay,
I'm
that's
well
6 or 7.
out of 100, and every response is one more week to the podcast, and that's
Yeah.
6 or 7 more
So
perspectives.
get to 52. You have a
Oh,
whole year's worth of podcasts.
I am actually at I have 52 people who have agreed. So
There you go.
that's a whole year.
Yeah. And you got a good
And
microphone, and that helps. The setup does help. It helps aesthetically.
dude, I mean, I turned this whole room that I have into a studio.
Is it your office?
What's like a spare bedroom kind of,
Okay.
and then yeah, because my wife's going to school for education as
Good for
well.
her.
So we're just like we're both full-time workers, full-time going to school, and I decided this crazy idea, and now it's just, I
Yeah.
mean,
You can make money from a podcast.
yeah, I mean,
You get
well, I
listens.
mean, like, but I'm not trying to like make money though.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it, I guess, like for the love of the game, and also I guess, like to educate the non. I guess, I mean,
The
I guess
lay
the average, or I
the
guess to,
lay people.
yeah, I mean, I guess to like educate the average baseball fan that there's more than just, oh yeah, no, like so and so blew the game. It's like, okay, well, yeah, they blew the game, but there's a lot more things going on than just that one at bat.
Yeah. You have the freedom that I don't have to talk about anything. I'm a little restricted with what I can and can't. I'm pretty free with what I ask players,
Mm-hmm.
but there are times when I'm restricted to where there's something I want to talk about, and because of, if we put it out and a
Yeah,
sponsor hears it or something like that, you have the freedom to like sit and get to know these guys.
yeah,
And not everybody, and look, I'm sure you understand by now, not everybody's a good interview,
yes,
right? And
that is true.
so not everybody's going to go an
I've
hour and
I've had pretty good.
45.
I mean,
Yeah.
and say because mine have been like an average 20 minutes to 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
I
that's
mean,
what
like,
happened.
but then there's some people like where I could just like I could talk and talk and talk, and then I mean, because it's the response that I get back, and like I guess like the personality that I get back from it, and like just feed off it. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, like I could probably sit talk to you for like 4 hours.
Well, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's not going
yeah,
to
no.
happen. I will tell you. So like when you DM minor leaguers, like DM them and tell them that Slade's going to do it and that I did it. More Than Baseball. It's More Than Baseball approved.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, I
that
mean, because I guess like I will like edit it and then like I'll send the file to them and then they can listen to it. And then if they want me to change anything, I'm all for it. Like change it. And then there's some so like so then if I'm like interviewing like a coach from an organization, some organizations I've actually been turned down from what my interview was about because it was too
like
much
what?
information.
Like what?
Like player development and stuff. And
What were you asking them?
uh like really I don't even know like what the bad part was. I think it was more of like the inside of how their players or they get their certain training, and it was dumb. It was yeah, no, it was stupid. But
I'm on your website right now.
oh, you are.
I'm gonna give you some. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give you
dude.
some thoughts.
I will take them. I'll take anything.
Loaded bases,
Yep.
awesome.
Thank you.
Home plate, great. Bio, awesome. Check them out, great. You got the things on top. You make this with Squarespace?
Correct.
I can tell. It's going to be Apple Podcasts, going to be Spotify, stream via Podbean, great. I haven't watched this video. Let me look at it real quick.
Yeah, that's just like my intro thing that I made.
Did you make this?
Yeah. I had a buddy help out and I learned how to edit and we did this.
What field is that?
That's Selah, Washington. That's our high school and American Legion field. I grew up playing there.
This is cool.
Yeah, that was at like 5:30 in the morning. It was, yeah,
Dope.
it was fun.
Let's see. Mission statement. Okay.
Well, and then like the blog part under there, I haven't done anything since
Here's the
those.
bio. It doesn't say your name.
Correct, because I don't really want it. Oh, I guess it doesn't say my name.
It doesn't say your name, but then then say we, because I want to know who it is I'm listening to or watching.
Oh, it's just me. Okay.
Yeah, so, but like you can say we, like in a business like this, and like I like how I don't know it's just a podcast, right? It could be all content. It could
Yeah.
be it could be
Well, yeah.
honestly like
That was my
turn this
thought.
into a media channel.
That was
Any
a,
player who wants to build a podcast builds it
that
with
was
you.
exactly my thought. With just loaded bases, because you can do like loaded bases media, like loaded bases podcasts. You can do. I mean, it's a simple thing, very baseball related, but also loaded bases is any term. Like you can use loaded bases in any aspect.
Momentum. So do you know the guys at Momentum?
Yeah. So my first episode was with Alec Palmer. He's their head of or their director of marketing, and he was one of the first guys that I like reached out with.
Do you want to introduce us?
Yeah, dude, I can do that.
I love that. And then routine, if that's possible, routine as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they
Because they're
actually yeah.
Washington. So is baseballism's Washington too, right?
Baseballism routines out of Kansas City.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah.
Baseballism they're I think they're Portland.
Here's what I'll tell you
Yep.
from my just expert advice, being in this space and being in media and whatever. The how to help.
Yeah.
The turn it into more of like how can your assistants help this grow?
Okay.
And we say donate sometimes. I would set up a Patreon account.
Okay.
I would my honest advice to you is set up a Patreon account.
Okay.
Because people are more inclined to give with that if they know, because you're not a nonprofit. So donation is
Yeah.
based on a nonprofit. You are someone who wants people to value the content in which you produce for them.
Okay.
And so right now, when you don't have sponsors, the only way to do that is for patrons to support your podcast. So I would say I would turn that donate into a Patreon and set up a Patreon account.
Okay.
Because it's basically the same website. Hi, this is who I am. This is what I do. Here's my intro video. Here's a little bit about me. And for $2 a month, it allows me to do this. For $4 a month, it allows me to do this. For $10 a month, it allows me to do this, and you get access to, so go find Patreons of like people who you like and support. Like I have a Patreon. You can Google me. I don't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can look it up, but like my podcast isn't up at a place. Like I don't have a YouTube channel. Like I don't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I just set it up to see like what it was like and if it was worth pursuing based on like the work that I do. Someone interested in helping support me and my like a GoFundMe does that too.
Yeah.
So like if this is something you want to do full time, then
Yeah.
Patreon's the way
I have,
to Patreon's the way to do that.
yeah. I mean, that's, I guess, like where I work, like we have really good benefits, like really good everything.
Fucking good for you. I don't
So
have health insurance.
yeah, I mean, I pay $100 a month, like for full coverage, like for health insurance, dental,
Through work?
vision. Yeah.
So
So yeah, so that's why, like, I mean, like I know I'm not gonna do it like for the rest of my life because I do want to pursue this industry, but just like right now, that's why. Plus the pay's, decent. It's not. I'm
you're making
hourly.
money and you have no debt. All the money's yours.
Yeah.
So
So,
like, what do you?
well,
Like, I
well,
envy you
Nick,
that.
'cause I have,
You may envy me. I'm going to the Olympics. You may envy.
hell yeah, I do.
You may envy that. I envy your freedom. I mean, you're married, so maybe not. But I envy that
No,
you have the freedom to know that the money you earn is yours.
yeah, well, like you said, married, but it's
It's ours.
yeah, no,
Your wife's gorgeous, though, so
because
mazel
we
tov.
appreciate it. No, we have a house. Um, she's a vascular tech, so she works at the hospital here, so she's busy, and then going to school full time.
Fair.
Yeah, we're just,
Enjoy it, man. You got all the freedom in the world.
yeah, we just try. She's a smart one with money. I lived well, I guess in South Florida, like when I lived there, I was single and I lived paycheck to paycheck, but it was only because I didn't eat much when I was there because I wanted to spend my money going out and doing other things. Like,
Nice. There it is.
yeah. Well, like,
Live it up. What are you going to do? You're 24, you're 23?
Yeah. I was 23. And
Yeah.
I bought season tickets to the Marlins.
Okay, that's cool.
And
but those are cheap. Let's be honest. You're not spending real money on them.
I spent like $450
For a year of season tickets?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
I went to 46 games and
for $400 you went to 46 games?
Yeah. And
that's really good.
And then I got the cheap seats, but no one went, so I went close. And
sure.
I would sit on the away team side to see all the good. Oh, okay. Yeah. So and then for 2018 for the very first game of the season, so the Cubs were there, and I'm a Cubs fan.
Sorry
so I bought to sit right behind home plate, like second row for opening day, and the first pitch, Ian Happ, boom, bomb, home run, and I was just like, this is the coolest thing in the world. And then I turned like left, and there's like, there was like celebrities there, and I'm just like, this is not me, but I only paid $300 for this. This is awesome. But yeah,
I envy that, man. You're all the money you have is yours. You have freedom.
But it's not. Yeah, like it's nice, but I don't know. Like it's nice, but I would rather. Actually, I don't know what I would rather be doing. I think I like where I'm at, but I guess I never want to settle my, I guess, my voice and platform. I just want to help out, and I'm always wanting, I guess, to help.
Help out by talking to more players.
Yeah, that's
what. Making content and telling stories. You like that's what we're doing. And there's no limit on who tells stories. I'll tell you what though. Look up Chase Darnell.
Okay.
And look up the Journeyman series.
Okay.
And I would model that.
Can do that.
And I would DM Chase. And I would tell him I would get him on the podcast, and I would get him on the podcast as soon as possible because
Okay.
that dude is the fucking man. He's on our board of directors. He's a good
Yeah, I
friend of
saw
mine
that.
now. He's the man. So have a chat with him and
Yeah.
Slade. Any of the players you see we work with, shoot him a DM and tell him, I'm more than baseball approved. Would love to have a conversation with you about
So yeah,
that stuff.
all that they just gotta do is open up the DM and see it.
That's true too. Yeah.
That's part of the issue.
On your personal Instagram or like your loaded bases Instagram?
My personal Instagram, but but I send them all out on Twitter. That's how.
Right.
That's the better way to reach people, I feel.
Twitter?
Yeah.
And yeah, they all work. LinkedIn.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to like front office people, LinkedIn's the way to go.
Oh, wait,
Do you have a LinkedIn?
dude, hold on. Let me show you of how like dedicated I am to this.
What is that?
Yeah. Let me put it in my headphones real quick. So I took an Adderall one night and I printed off every single MLB team's front office off of MLB.com, every person, and I highlight them as I send them connections on LinkedIn.
For what
That's
purpose?
just so they see me, and just so
Do
they're
you want a
like,
job or are you wanting him on the podcast?
well, this was before my podcast idea, so I don't know. I guess I don't know. And then like as I send the connection, I just say I think I think I said like aspiring to work in the baseball industry. Like that's it.
Sure.
And then if they approve it, they approve it. If they don't, they don't, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. But then again, but then if they approve it, then I can see like what they do and just how they are.
Here's what I have for you. Here's a thought.
Yep.
You do 100 podcasts.
Okay.
Okay. 100 podcasts. That's 2 years worth. Every week, every Wednesday for 2 years. Okay. You post the shit out of it. You cut it up. You post a highlight on a Tuesday. You post a podcast on a Wednesday, a highlight on a Thursday. Honestly, with the amount of time and content you can have from this, you can post 7 days a week. Okay. Like Gary Vee, he does that shit 7 days a week. He has people whatever.
I have, yeah, exactly. I have other stuff to do.
Yeah. But with every podcast, you can have 5 pieces of content. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You post it on Instagram, you post it on Twitter, you post it on a Facebook page, and you post it on LinkedIn. Within 2 years, you're going to be on Momentum or Barstool, or someone will pick you up. It doesn't have to be your goal or not. I'm just saying, like, if you want to tell the story, then use that as that's what I know that's what I kind of do, but I don't have the time for that.
That Momentum's hiring another marketing guy this year.
Don't get hired.
Oh no.
Don't get hired.
No. I want my own platform.
Yeah.
But that would be pretty cool to work for Barstool Sports. That would be
like if your podcast picked up by them, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That would be
honestly like
because I listen to Starting Nine like every Tuesday. Like that's like
yeah.
Jared Carabas and Dallas Braden, those guys are funnier shit.
But yeah, like it's possible. Like that loaded bases sign that can say powered by some sunflower seed company, baseballism, powered by Momentum, presented by whoever.
Because I don't do it for money. Like,
no, I know that. Yeah.
Well, for like, or I guess like, because I just sent a DM out to Routine Baseball, and they're sending me. I guess they send me like one shirt a month, and all I have to do is just say where I got it and tag them, say deal. So, and then
that's cool.
I just released an episode on the 5th with Randall Thompson. He's the founder of Dugout Mugs.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just sent me a mug today with my logo. So that was, yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
like, hell yeah, like this is sick. And then Momentum, they sent me, I guess, this hat and a backpack, and cool. And we're
sure.
just, yeah. And I mean, it's awesome. Like,
Must be doing a good job.
I hope
I'll,
so.
you
I
know what
think
I'll
so.
do? Well, we're building a Shopify. I'll send you a code when that's all up and
Dude,
running.
do it.
Stuff for like 40% off. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can't
Oh,
take
yeah,
it
then
seriously. I got
oh,
money.
yeah, then I got a code for you if you want a dug up
From the
mug.
from this, I don't though. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. You can
If you
say.
do, if you do, I got a code for you.
But yeah, if you want players to talk to, look at the guys who we post about, and those guys will
Okay.
be open to talk to you.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. Well, I
as
mean, because
this
I don't want
as
to
this
like
thing,
take your guys' people, but
do whatever you
yeah,
want.
hell yeah.
It's all good. When like Zach Penprice, Casper
Okay.
Wells, all of these guys that are like my friends. Right now, I only interview my friends. I haven't done dry emails. I'm just finding people that I want to talk to, and it gives me like the ability to like
Mm.
I talked to my friend Corey Baker before this. We play on Team Israel together, and we weren't super close.
Do you do you are you close with Alex Katz?
Yeah, very.
Dude, I
Yeah,
want to talk to
it's
him.
my boy. Talk to him. Send him a DM. But like, send him a DM and go like, I just said Jeremy Wolf on, and then he would definitely do it.
Yeah, because I want to talk about his like cleats, like that he
Fucking
does. Like,
so dope, so
yeah.
sick.
See,
Logan
like that's what
Morrison
I'm
just
saying.
made us cleats. Logan Morrison made cleats and put our logo on it,
Oh, really?
which is super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. See, like, cause he played up in Seattle, and I
Oh, he
know
did. Yeah, came up in Seattle.
Lomo.
Then he went to. He came up in Florida. I can't remember
He
actually
went
where
to
he
the
came up.
Rays.
He played for the Marlins for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Or
did. He did.
he did. Yeah. And he was in Minnesota.
What fun places! You played for the Marlins, the Mariners, and
Ugh.
Twins,
Ugh.
and the Rays.
Ugh. Try getting the playoffs, bro. One time. Get the
Good
playoffs
luck.
one time. Yeah, now he's
Good
in Milwaukee.
luck.
Yeah, Milwaukee. He's in Milwaukee. They'll be good
Yeah.
if there's a season this year.
I mean, not if they can beat the Cubs though. Like, see, that's the thing,
I'll take the Brewers over the Cubs this year in a
dude.
heartbeat. I'll take the Brewers over the Cubs this year. You want to put a bet on it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put a bet on
Hmm. Okay.
it.
I'll
if
take it.
if the Cubs have a better record than the Brewers,
Okay.
I will have you on our podcast.
Ooh.
If the Brewers have a better record than the Cubs,
Okay.
um,
How how big is your? I guess how big is your guys' audience? I guess like for the podcast.
same as yours. But by the
Or
time
that
the
is
end of the
true.
season rolls around,
True. I'm down.
like here's the thing. So I have 6 to do. Ty Kelly's is going up tomorrow. Oh shit, I have to do that. Ty Kelly's is going up tomorrow. We got a couple like Matt Pare, a couple different guys, and then I'm gonna text like the big leaguers I know. I wanted enough out there, and then I was gonna be like Ian Kinsler, do you want to do it? Like Danny Valencia,
Yeah.
do you want to do it? You know,
Well, yeah, because I did not know that Danny Valencia is Jewish.
neither did he. No, I'm just kidding. He was bar mitzvah,
Oh,
but
I was like, wait,
yeah,
no.
he's the fucking.
So yeah, in my podcast tomorrow that I'm releasing, oh yeah, because I guess I talk about like I didn't realize of how many Jewish baseball players there are like in MLB. Because like I mean, because me, I mean, like I said, like to come, I guess coming into this, like I mean, knew, I thought I knew a lot, but now it's just like it's
Yeah,
amazing. I mean, like every single culture should be embraced in baseball. And that's why I
sure.
love, and that's why baseball should for sure be in the Olympics,
Like
not just the,
permanently.
yeah, and not just the WBC.
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
So, and that's why, like, I'd say, because when Israel like made it, and like, I'm just like this, that's amazing. I
It
would,
is amazing.
yeah,
It really is
and
cool.
now you're,
I'm here
yeah, see,
in the.
I got my in.
But yeah, if the Brewers have a better record than the Cubs, You got to send me a loaded bases hat. You're gonna have hats by then. I want a loaded bases hat.
I can do that. I can send you stickers, hats, shirt, whatever.
I want stickers, hat, a shirt. I want all that stuff.
Okay, deal.
Yeah.
That's fair trade.
Do me a favor too.
Yeah.
Look up Bases CRM.
Okay.
They're a CRM company. Does marketing, run by a guy named Tom Cronin, who's just graduated college like 2 months ago.
Okay.
The fucking man. I would reach out to him. He does marketing in baseball.
Yeah.
And he can start reaching out to. There are going to be opportunities to talk to people in baseball that maybe he would know, or just maybe network or whatever. But follow him on LinkedIn and stay in touch with him, because he's helping us, and he's helping a lot of people within baseball kind of grow their network.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Marketing and
I'm all for helping. And let's see, what do I say? She says, I like how you say you're going to do your interview early than 8 p.m.
Is this your wife?
Yeah.
What's she say?
Yeah. She said, I like how you're going to do it earlier so you can get done earlier.
Oh, you're in the doghouse, bro.
Hey, dude, I have so much content from this. This is insane.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's the least I could do.
Yeah. No. So with that being said, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy your evening. It was a pleasure getting to know you and speaking with you. And if you need
for sure.
anything, if more than baseball can be of service, if by all means, you're making baseball a better place. So that's great with me.
Awesome. Well, stay in touch.
You got it. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Tell your wife I'm sorry. Okay?
I'll let her know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, take care.
You got it. Bye.